Things have been pretty steady this week, which has made it hard for me to record a video. However, you can see that I am working on some pretty marigold Corriedale wool. I'm spinning into a very thin yarn to use on the loom because I've been weaving a lot and I have nothing left. So I've been spinning up all my leftovers and everything that I have to use to practice with. Some of the things I've worked on this last couple of weeks. So I've got this. I've sewed it as sort of a wraparound scarf, but I may separate it into dish towels. I think it might be nicer as towels than as a scarf. You let me know what you think if anyone sees this. Another thing that I have woven, this is my favorite thing I've made so far. First thing where I'm like, I'm gonna wear this, I love it. The colors, it's sunsetty. And I blend the colors myself just to give it kind of some texture. I don't like a lot of flat colors, not just straight red and orange. I want to have different tones in there, but I will admit this is a little bit ketchup and mustard, which I can't mind too much. And then I've got this one that I was working on the last time. So right now I'm just working on my yellow so that I can maybe build, because I have the most of this obviously, but I'm going to try making a belt. Something wrap around and some loops. Kind of one of those loose belts that sit on your hips when wearing a dress and you want a little bit more shape to it. Something like that. So that's something I'm going to practice this week if I get this done. I do have a lot of yarn drying right now on the Yarn Swift. It's been tough because I want to hang dry my yarn in the sunshine because it dries so fast and it smells good and it's nice for the color. But we've been having some pretty gray days. It's hard to catch the sun. Okay, as we can see, I'm just a little too close to my wheel, so I'm gonna scooch back. I got this nice chair now. It is the perfect height for my wheel, and I can even tuck it underneath so that the cats won't eat my string when I'm not spinning. My view is pretty cute right now. My dog Stella, she's a black lab, and my cat Darcy are snuggled together on the couch. But if I move, so will they. So I'm just kind of enjoying watching them all curled up together. When we first brought Stella home, our cats had never seen a dog before. And Darcy was so terrified we had to pry him off the ceiling in the basement because he would get caught. We had to block all the gaps so he wouldn't get stuck because he was hiding. And I remember we were about a week in and we'd hardly seen Darcy at all. I remember crying and saying, Darcy's never going to forgive us for getting a dog. So to see them now snuggling together and sleeping on the couch is quite a special thing. Thankfully, Stella was such a gentle dog that when we introduced the second one, Grubs, the cats warmed up to him immediately. There was no period of time that they were hiding from him. Reminding myself to slow down a little bit. My temptation is always to pedal a little too fast and add a little too much twist to the yarn. And I have to beat it and stretch it to get it to have the right amount of energy so that it's balanced yarn. It doesn't curl up when I try to use it. I read somewhere that it's slow feet and fast hands is the trick to balanced yarn. just about time to finish up for the moment. I've got to go get my kid from school. Almost done for the year. And then we're gonna go for a little drive to a nice bakery I know. They have this bread called Brown Round, and it's a circular loaf. And it makes adorable little circle sandwiches. So I think I'll get some of that. And then maybe a pie or something like that. I'm not much of a baker, and certainly now that summer is almost here, I don't imagine I'll be turning on my oven until September. So it's nice to turn to those more talented and willing than I to get something special and delicious. And we'll call it there today, and I actually break this off, close it up, because otherwise my lovely animals will eat this, so I do have to put it away. They are very good about leaving my wheel alone though, so I've been appreciative of that. I hope today's a gentle day. Bye-bye.